Last October, I flew to Japan with two friends to make a short film. I'm excited to share with you guys some of the behind the scenes of a production that almost didn't make it to the end. The idea started in Egypt. That's where I first stepped away from traditional travel videos and focused on storytelling instead of just beautiful images. When it came time to choose the next destination, Japan was an obvious choice for me, a place I've always dreamed of going to. And so, I hopped on a plane and spent 2 months living in Japan. Half the time, I roamed the streets to gain an understanding of their culture, while the other half, I was on calls with Juan developing the story together. At the beginning of my 3rd month in Japan, Sam and Gabe arrived to help me bring the movie to life. Sam, the director of photography, and Gabe shooting all the BTS. The first mission, location scouting.
When you're scouting for locations, just take photos of the locations on your phone because it also then saves the data, the map data. You point up and then you start to pull back and then now I'm center frame.
All right, next spot.
It's so funny, he's taller than everybody. This is open 24 hours, so if we come here much later at night, there will be very few people in the supermarket, so we might be able to get away with trying to get a shot in here.
So we're currently scouting for scene 3 and 4, where I'll be exiting 7-Eleven and then cutting to me standing at the crosswalk. There's a website here where you basically pay strangers for their time. So we rented Yasu. He's gonna help us film this scene.
And so, after scouting most of the locations, the shooting days began.
We're about to do our first take at the opening scene in the busiest fucking place in Japan, possibly in the world. Take 425.
We finally got it. We think. Just that movement of me looking back. We might have gotten it, I'm not sure.
1, action.
We don't speak Japanese. And people here typically don't really want you filming them. And we don't know anybody or restaurants, so the challenge is we're gonna just go to every single restaurant and try to ask if we can do it. Can I order ramen and film him making my ramen?
After a long time trying to break the translation barrier, Dan is inside filming with this gentleman now. He seems super, super chill.
Yo, I think I got some great stuff.
At the foundation of every project I make is music. Without it, there's no emotion, no feeling, no rhythm to the story. I spent hours walking through Tokyo with Musicbed's app open, listening to different songs, discovering music from real artists that would shape how the film came together. Certain songs changed how I saw a scene, others completely changed how I imagined editing it. Other platforms help you finish an edit, Musicbed helps you begin one. Every artist on Musicbed is handpicked, which means I'm not sorting through noise. If you want to build stories by starting with emotion, not just an edit, you can start a 14-day free trial with Musicbed using the link in the description.
So we need some establishing, right? What is the feeling?
Now, we needed to film the dialogue scene, but we had no actor or location for it.
In a perfect world, he would have white hair.
On projects like this, connections become super important. During the first 2 months I was living here, I met Jazz, a new friend I made who just so happened to know a casting agent.
Yeah, well, I will get back to you with these 2 things. I already have someone in mind that has...
Yo, bro, that was perfect.
With the actor and the sushi restaurant in place, we rented some lighting equipment and went out to film one of the most crucial parts of the movie.
All right, so let's go through some of this here. So where he says sake, right? So there is a potential to transition the scene. All right, boys. Let's just sit here. We start. This is just establishing.
We don't have to cut. We don't have to start again. Just take a moment. Look at your lines, know your lines, and then you can start.
Because I'm not very good at reading lines, so I'm not an actor.
I could be Saga, yeah.
And action.
As long as you stop calling me a tourist.
Saga?
Thank you.
Well, thank you again so much, Mr. Ango. Really. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like, holy shit, like we finally got that done. Once we wrapped this part, we decided to take a day off to go meet Jazz at his beach town. Jazz introduced us to his roommate Toki, who also happened to make an appearance in the movie. Genuinely one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And with plans to head south and shoot the rice fields and several other locations, Toki actually lent us his car. Alright, so we just arrived at Toki's house. Here is our car for the next week. We're about to... Oh! Yo, we have Jack Johnson.
Oh yeah, Toki. That's what we're talking about, Toki. Yeah.
The plan was to drive to the south of Japan and stop at as many locations as we could. We spent hours researching every small town along the way, using Google Images as a reference on which one we believed would have a composition suitable for the film.
It's really, really cool. This architecture is fantastic.
We're back on the road. We were checking off the entire shot list, getting closer and closer to the end of the movie. All we were missing now was finding a rice farmer and a fisherman. Unfortunately, so in America, where I'm used to driving, or a lot of the world, we drive on the right side of the road. Here in Japan, they drive on the left. And unfortunately, while I was driving, muscle memory just kicked in. I wasn't even thinking, and I was just driving on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, this is not a proud part of the BTS.
I couldn't believe we crashed the car. That was the first accident I've ever had in my life. And the worst part of all of this was having to tell Toki about it. They took us to the police station and we were stuck. 2 full days sleeping on benches, answering questions with no idea what was going to happen. And with no car, I honestly started to think we might not be able to finish the movie. Then something crazy happened. At some point during the interrogation, the police officer left the room and I was left with just a translator. She asked about the movie, but I told her that due to the circumstances, we weren't going to be able to complete it. She got really intrigued and told me that her dad's a rice farmer and that his dream was to be an actor. I couldn't believe it. And the craziest part, he was harvesting the next day. 14 years ago, she registered as a translator at the police station, and we were the first case that she was ever called for in the last 14 years.
Oh, this is my mom.
Tell her to touch the back of any card.
Just because I grew up in that old house, I mean, it's been vacant for 20-some years. You were here, and we just met yesterday.
Yeah, I know,
It doesn't happen overnight like this.
Getting a great shot. The sun is setting just slightly back here, so it's nice and backlit.
And it's to film him.
Her name is Kaori, an angel who showed us nothing but kindness in a moment we desperately needed, and she wasn't done. The next day, she picked us up again and drove us to the harbor to help find the fishermen.
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
どこの国から来た？どこの国ですか？どこの国ですか？どこの国から来ましたか？
Brasil,
ブラジル。
America.
おう、ブラジルアメリカ。わかった。
Yeah.
よし。これで。明日魚を使う。
Let them know. Thank you for everything. We will be here tomorrow at 2:30 in the morning, ready to go.
We have a plan. We got a boat. We got a fisherman. You could say it was a successful day.
Bro, this is so sick.
After finishing everything in the south, we headed back to Tokyo.
You got 2 days left in Japan. Things are coming to an end. I can't even believe this.
Let's go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Filmmaking on the road is messy, exhausting, and unpredictable, but it pushes your creativity in ways nothing else does. What stayed with me the most wasn't just the places we filmed, but the people we met. In some of the hardest moments of this trip, when it felt like everything was going wrong, complete strangers stepped in and helped us move forward. The kindness and generosity of the people in Japan turned obstacles into opportunities. This film exists because of human connections, because people opened doors, shared their time, trusted us, and believed in what we were trying to create. And now, after everything, I can finally say it. We have a film.